quick update because I just want to get this out there ahead of the CPI data that is being released on Wednesday, August 15th. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. So this is important because with CPI data, it's inflation numbers, we usually see a lot of volatility. And with volatility comes a lot of moves in, and not just the stock market, but also in currencies and potentially also in the crypto market. So what I want to start off with here is the S&P 500. It's the SPX, right? The index in the US. And what we've seen quite a bit of movement here, but I think this is going to be very important. We're at 54.38 at this moment as I'm recording. But as you can see here on this chart, what I have, this is very, very important because number one, it is over here, the Fibonacci golden pocket. Okay, so let me do this. We had this move here. This retracement here is into the Fib golden pocket, which is an important potential level here for resistance, where, as you can see, it's simple. If we can flip this into support, we probably go to new all-time highs on the S&P 500. But if we reject here, if this acts as resistance, it's possible we go all the way back down and lower. And that is important to know because if this is going to sell off again and go to this low again and lower, we are probably going to see crypto markets follow the same price action. So it's going to be very important to keep an eye on this, especially today, but probably this week too. As you can see here, I also have this red box. This is a fair value gap, an imbalance that tends to get filled, and it is in confluence at the same level as this Fibonacci golden pocket, making it even stronger potential resistance, or if we can flip it, it could be support. So today's news, I think, is going to be very important, what is going to happen, and you should really keep an eye on that because we can also say here technically, okay, this was a bullish trend here, making higher lows all the time. We had a market structure break here of this trend, meaning that instead of it continuously making higher lows, it made a lower low over here and over here. So what we tend to get also is a retest after a market structure break. So we can say this is a bearish market structure break. We get the retest of this and then a rejection and a continuation lower. So I would say at this point in time, the chart and the technicals, you can see here actually this uptrend, it retested here. You might be able to say it can retest over here. Again, another factor of potential resistance confluence. As long as we are here below this level, I think the trend still favors the downside. You can also even add a overhead resistance here. So there's all sorts of resistance here at this level, making it a key level. If we can flip it, I think it's very bullish and we probably just continue the trend, new all-time highs. But again, there is a lot of overhead resistance here. If this somehow fails, downside is possible this low and maybe even lower. And if that happens, let's go take a look at Bitcoin. So we have Bitcoin here struggling with this $62,000 level. That's also a very important level, which I will show you in a second. Number one, you can very clearly see the amount of activity here that is spent in this level, say between 61 and 63. Now we had this drop last week to 49 to just under the 50-week moving average to tap that. We had a massive rebound, but as you can also see, if we add here also a Fibonacci golden pocket, this is also this resistance level over here between 62 and 63 in the same way as it is, as I just showed you on the S&P 500. And again, that makes it a very important level here, not just on the SPX, which I showed you, but here also on Bitcoin, and as a result also in crypto. So we are in a position now leading into the CPI news that's coming out in several hours, where the chart is at a crucial level. If it rejects here, we probably go back down and retest the lows, probably like 54 or maybe even all the way back down to 51. It is completely a possibility into this zone if it rejects. If it can flip this, then I think we're looking at probably this high, 70,000 and maybe even beyond. So very, very crucial. I think we get an outcome today, whatever the CPI is going to do, whichever direction it's going to push it in. Just be aware of this kind of fragile situation that we're in at this point in time. And there's literally a massive resistance here. And whether we flip it or reject from it is going to determine, I think, what's going to happen for at least the coming days, maybe even the next couple of weeks. Because if we do reject here and we go back down, we're probably looking at least like 2 to 3 weeks where it goes down, it corrects, and it builds a base before continuing higher again. Versus if it goes up, it probably just hangs around here a bit also and then continues higher that way. So those are my thoughts at this point in time. The most important charts, the SPX and Bitcoin. And if you watched yesterday's video about the death cross, that's why this level is also so important. It's literally also the resistance here of the death cross of the 50 and the 200 simple moving averages on the daily chart. You can see that's between 61.8 and 62.5, and that's kind of currently where we're sitting up against. So we're going to see probably today with that release of the CPI data, are we going to blast through it and continue higher towards 70,000, or are we going to reject here and go back down towards 54,000, maybe even as low as 51,000? Just want you to be aware of that going into this. Be careful with any leverage positions. We'll probably see volatility, and I'll do an update in the next video. So make sure you are subscribed, smash the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts. What do you think? And just a quick reminder, guys, also, it is now August 15th. There's 2 weeks left to join VIP before I close the doors again. Okay, that's it. It's only 2 weeks. The link is in the description down below. There's a full 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to you. But come and join. There's literally over 2,800 traders and investors from around the world in the Discord that you get part of when you're a VIP member. I'm in there every day. I'm sharing charts. I'm sharing updates, sharing analysis, sharing trade ideas on crypto, on Forex, and stocks, all in real time. If you're doing anything with crypto and you have more than a few $1,000s invested, it is a no-brainer and a huge asset to come and join VIP. And worst case, like I said, it's a 60-day risk-free period. So if you come and join and you're not happy, within 60 days you can get a full refund. But come and try it out. Come and sign up. Doors close August 28th, 2 weeks from now. So hopefully see you in the inside, and I will definitely see you in the next video.